Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. It's raining here in Middle Tennessee. It is May 2nd here. I don't think I can get a mower under here to work on. I probably could, but I need to get a few two-cycle equipments going and try to make a few bucks off them. So this one got from my friend Stefanie. She found it. I'm not sure where she found it at, but it's a troybilt model. Here, if I can find a tag. Okay, well here it is on here on this side. So it's a troybilt Tb272v 2-cycle. Looks like it's in good shape. Model year says 2019. Right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. There, but it's a 2019 model. It's up there in the top there in the black there, but I don't know if I can get you guys close so you guys can see it. But anyway, I haven't really done anything. I just pulled it over to see if it had compression, and it does pull over, and it did try to start on me, but as soon as he took it off the choke, it died. So let me see. Let me move my personal phone out of my way. Let me put it in my back pocket. Let me show you guys what it's doing, and I'll check the fuel in it. The fuel lines look somewhat okay. I think it's still got a little bit of stuff in there. It's got some, looks like some stable mix. It's got like a pink-ish color, but see if I can fire it up again, and I'll show you guys what it's doing. I'll probably have to go through the carburetor more likely, and got like the half moon adjustment on it, but let me show you guys what it's doing, for me at least, and I'll show you guys, and then I'll show you guys what it's doing, and then we'll work on it. Now it wants to run, okay, flick it over the half choke. See, that's all it does, and I'm not even touching the throttle. See? It wants to fire. It'll sort of run on half choke. And now it wants to run, but it's on choke. Watch what I put with the speed up. So either we're going to need a carburetor adjustment, but more likely, I mean, the fuel lines look somewhat okay, but that primer bulb is really dark, or Purge bulb, and like I said, it's got like a red mix. I'll show you guys that when we get to it, but let me go get some tools set up, and we'll start working on this. See if we can get this thing going, so I can get this out of the way at least. Because like I said, besides mowers, I got a bunch of two-cycle stuff. They're hanging up over the carport that I need to get repaired and get them fixed and get them out of here. So without further ado, let's start doing some wrenching. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if we can get this troybilt blower going. All right, let's get you guys set up right there. I got my Hypa tool box here. It's got some of my, not only my 4-cycle supplies, but some of my 2-cycle, of course, my carburetor adjustment tools that I bought from them a long time ago back. But I got a clean whip topping container. I always keep those so I can drain fuel out. Let's see what we got going on here. Go ahead and pull that out of there. It's going to be in the way. Let's drain it. Set up right there. You guys able to see? No, you guys are not able to see. Hang on, let me get you guys up there. All right. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a cross between strawberry lemonade and fruit punch. So that's what we're dealing with right there. There's the fuel that came out of it. Oh look, there's some water in it. Let me leave it right there. Look at all the water. Look at all the water that's in that one. So, let me put you guys right there. I'm going to try something. See if we can get the rest of that out of there. Let's purge this out. Get that drained out. Should go get my 2-cycle mix, which I know it's good. This for good purpose. Let's just test it out. Maybe before we go and start tearing carburetors apart and all that mess. So let me go ahead and get that all out of there. Yeah, that's all water in there. Water in the fuel. That won't make it not run. I wish they would. You know, if they ever make it with water, we'll be on easy street then. But that'll never happen. But anyway, let me go grab my 2-cycle mix. Let's just throw some in here and just see what it'll do first. All right, I got you guys up here. I got my tripod up here on the table. I was doing some yard work for my landlord on a property over there off the Cumberland River, and I had my 2-cycle mix with me, and of course I don't have a lid for it, and it started pouring down rain as it's doing today. And lucky enough I still have my Gatorade bottle that I used, because I put it over the top of it there to keep the rain out. Kind of helped it out a little bit. Of course, like I said, it's raining here today. Let me show you guys real quick. See all the rain coming down as we speak. So, trying to get some stuff done so that way when people will buy it, when they say, oh, the grass is growing. So, I'll get my 2-cycle mix. Pour a little bit in there. I put mine a little bit richer with the oil there to help it out. But, all right. Let me put the lid back on. Put the lid back on it. There. Max 10% ethanol. Yeah. I'll never do it though. Okay. Get you guys set up there. All right. Let's purge it. Okay, got something in there. I can't tell because that purge bulb is really dark. I can see something floating in there, but okay. Let's just try it before we go and start doing carburetor adjustments and all that. So let me get this fuel over here on the ground, out of the way. All right, let's give it a try. Here we go. Let's turn it on 2. Should I even try to mess with the adjustments? Let's see, half moon shape, huh? Or a single D. That's not that one. That's a bigger one. That'll be this other single D. It's a, well, single D, half moon shape. Alright, so where is my low setting? It is on the back. So let's turn it, let's see how far it's in. So we'll go from that, where the single D is. Half turn. Oh, that was only one turn. Okay. Let's go a half. Let's go 2 out. Let's go 1.5 out. See what it does. It's running a little high though. Well, not too bad, but it's like I said, it's running high, and I got the, well, I probably could go out a little bit more, could I? Not really touching. Let's see. Didn't like that. Running a little high though. Trying to get that throttle to go down, but let me see. Try it one more time. Something going on with that. It's not going down like it should. Alright, we'll play around with it. Let me bring you guys back in a second. think I got it as best as I'm gonna get it. It's smoking a little bit because I run it. I probably got a little bit of a rich mixture on it. I mean, apart from that primer bulb, there the fuel lines. I mean, not too bad. Not too bad. Let's try it again. Let's see what it does now since I ran it. best we're gonna get it. It runs. I just can't get that idle to go down, but you know, hey, it runs. I'm gonna let it sit there for a little bit, and we'll check it out and see how it does after maybe a cold start. So I'll bring you guys back. It'll be a little while for me, a couple of seconds for you guys. All right, I gave it about a little bit, and out here, just looking at stuff on the good old Facebook. Set this right here out of the way. Let's see how it does now. It has been sitting here. Let's see See if it'll start back up. Runs a little high.
Huh?
So it still runs a little high though, unfortunately. But I got it out as much as I can get it.
I gotta wash out the bird feeder. The bird water fast. She must have took her to the store or something, has it? She went with her in that car, so she must have took her to. They didn't get the van. The van,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they didn't.
Alright, let me do one adjustment on here real quick and let me see if I got it. I'm going to do it off camera. And then I think I'm going to end this, and I think we got this fixed the best we're going to do it by the way it is. I'm not going to try to, it's running. So let me try to do one adjustment off camera. Alright, I almost forgot to include you guys in here. I'm going to take this off because I noticed the plate, you know, where you back down the idle screw, is not touching. Even though this thing is spring loaded, but I took this off. I'm about ready to take this off of here. I don't want to do it since it's running, but at the same time, I need to change out that purge bulb anyway to make it look a little bit more clear because it's dark anyway, so I need to replace it. I hate to, like I said, I don't like to do that because it's running, but I don't understand why this screw is not. Well, that's touching. Okay, it didn't look like it. Well, that's weird. Now it's touching. And I had it on there. It wasn't touching. Does it move the plate back? Well, it moves. I have it on there though. It don't do that though. Yeah, it moves. Okay, but I still need to change out this purge bulb though. I hate to do that. I hate to take it apart, but I need to. Let me go grab another purge bulb to throw in there real quick, and then we'll bring you guys back. Alright, I got another one to replace that one. It should be the same one. I hate to do this because that means I got to take the screws out of it. But it is what it is. So there's the spark plug wrench I'm using. Off of here. One more to go. So it's moving. I don't know why. When I was looking at it when it was set up on the throttle plate, there, it looked, it looked like it was working. Then I just want to switch out this because you can't really tell anything. It's 2019. This is 2025. I hate to mess with it, but I need to replace it. So there's a discolored one right there. There's the new one. I'll throw in there, put it on the same way. We took it off. Pop these screws in here real quick. I know they got that, my grandmother used to have this old saying, let sleeping dogs lie, but I know somebody would be like, what's going on with this thing with the purge bulb? So, or a primer bulb. Us small engine guys, we call it purge bulbs. The other people call it primer bulbs and all that stuff. Because, give you a story real quick. We were in Harbor Freight yesterday, and Harbor Freight doesn't carry that stuff. But somebody was sitting there saying, I need a primer bulb for my weed eater. But us small engine guys, we call it a purge bulb. Because that's what it is. It's a purge bulb. So, And sometimes I slip too and I say primer bulb, but I've learned that it's a purge bulb because it's purging fuel into the carburetor. Make sure this is on there tight. Make sure these screws are on there. Let's see if it's gonna prime any fuel in there real quick. I thought I was gonna have to pull that off of there. Okay, it's not putting a lot in there like a. Well, I didn't put a lot in there either, did I? No. Yeah, I got very little in there, so I guess that's why. It's just only pushing in there what it's got in there, so. Okay. So that's. Put that back on there. Put the bolt screws back in there. Okay. Alright, let me go ahead and button this up. We'll try it out again real quick, okay? I'll bring you guys back. Alright, I got it on there. It doesn't have very much fuel in there, so that's probably why it doesn't look like it. So let's try it now. It has ran, so let's try it. I didn't pull any fuel lines off of it, so let's see. I gotta adjust that in a little bit. Alright, let's try it now. I probably gotta put some more fuel in here. Yeah, it's running on very little. Alright. We're doing a lot of testing on this thing, so. Alright. Alright, let's try it again. Alright. Now let's try it. Do a little bit of adjustment now. Oh, didn't like that one. Alright, so let's go in some on it. Go back in some on it again on that one. Now let's go. Okay. 1/2, and we'll go full turn there. And this one. We'll go 1/2. We'll go right there. We'll see what it does. I think it was running better when I didn't touch it. Yeah, now I gotta fix the low setting, it looks like. was not liking that. Let me get it back up again one more time. That's gonna be it for it. Alright, you know, I'll leave it alone overnight and I'll check tomorrow. My niece have a hockey game tomorrow. Skating hockey. They did roller skates hockey. So I'll check it then, and if everything's good, I'll list it up for sale. I think we're going to get this the best we're going to get it. That throttle looks like it kind of sticks a little bit, even though I did adjust it the best I could. So, you know, it runs, like I said. So, you know, I mean, what can you do? I mean, I'll polish it up. I'll put a picture up here when I clean it up, and I list it up for sale. 2019 model. I'm gonna look it up and see how much these things are worth. My friend, like I said, my friend Stefanie found it. So I don't think it has a clogged spark arrestor. I don't see one. Well, there is one on the bottom. I might have to check that out. Just look and see. I might have to wait for it to cool down, but you know, if there's anything, if there is a clogged spark arrestor, I'll show you guys it, but I kind of doubt it. Even though it's got the torch plug in there. We know about torch plugs. It seems like it's running pretty good, so as far as I know, I think I'm done with this, but like I said, if there's anything I find, I'll put a picture up on the screen. I'll put a picture of it cleaned up, and I'll put a picture of it. If I find out anything about the spark arrestor, I'll wait for it to cool down before I even look at that, probably. But other than that, I think I'll just let it go as is. I mean, we got it tuned up the best we can without even tearing apart the carburetor, so that's pretty good there. So I think that's it. So you guys like this video, you guys give me a thumbs up there. Share it out to your friends. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. This is what I do. I work on lawn equipment, regardless if it's a lawnmower, riding lawnmower, push lawnmower, 2-cycle equipment. I got some I gotta start going through there. But this one was from my friend Stefanie. I got another ones. My landlord gave me a couple of them. I need to look and see what I can do. And my friend Terry, I did some work on his riding lawnmower. I had to drive up to Greenbrier, Tennessee for that. That's about a 30-minute drive from here. I didn't really pay him anything for what I did because I didn't really get his mower going then. But we found out it was a solenoid that went bad on it, though. But he gave me some 2-cycle equipment. He gave me from a storage building he got. So we'll start working on those and see. One of them is a Craftsman. I know that. It's you can put attachments on it. But anyway, that concludes this video. Check me out on Instagram. Like, share, subscribe. Keep on turning those wrenches, guys. See you guys on the next one. Take care.